we last spoke with Marc Benioff, the visionary CEO of Salesforce, just over 3 weeks ago in San Francisco. Oh, but these have been 3 long weeks. The very next day after our interview, headlines hit saying that Salesforce had hired bankers to handle takeover inquiries, something that started off a wave of takeover speculation sent the stock soaring. Since then, though, many of the potential suitors of like Microsoft and most recently S&P have thrown cold water on the whole idea. But after looking at tonight's quarter, all I can say is, who cares? This company's stock is now at the same price it was where it spiked when the rumors first surfaced because it's growing revenue so fast and generating phenomenal cash flow. The particulars of the quarter: 2-cent earnings beat off a 14-cent basis, higher than expected revenues rose 23% year over year, deferred revenue up 31%, management raising full-year forecasts. It's got $9 billion worth of billed and unbilled revenues and is the fastest growing company in the industry by far, dominating the cloud, which is why the rumors seem to have so much credence. So let's take a closer look with Marc Benioff, the founder, chairman, and CEO of Salesforce. Learn more about the quarter and his company's prospects. Marc, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, great to see you. And today I'm in Chicago.
I know. I'm surprised to see that. You're all over the place. I saw you just the other day giving the big convention speech at Berkeley. Congratulations on that.
Thanks. That was a lot of fun, and boy, it was great to address that audience. I mean, there was 30,000 people there, but wow, what an undergraduate class at UC Berkeley. Well,
I have to tell you, I thought one of the most interesting things about it, I'll just get right to it, is that you said you told the assembled masses that they don't want to work for companies that value just for earnings per share. They have to value all stakeholders, not just these people who are concerned for earnings per share. Does that apply to you, too? In other words, would you ever work for another company that didn't just think about the stakeholders?
Well, you know, for 13 years, Jim, I worked at Oracle, and that's a company that's all about doing 2 things: building products and selling them. But after 13 years there, I felt a huge empty feeling, and I realized when I started my own company, we'd have to do something much more, and that's why we took a different approach. We took 1% of our equity, 1% of our profit, 1% of all of our employees' time. The day we started Salesforce, we put it into a 501c3 and created Salesforce Foundation. Well, I guess it was very easy. We had no equity, no profit, no products. But today, you know, we have done over 1 million hours of community service. We have given away almost $100 million, and we run 25,000 nonprofits and NGOs for free. And honestly, that's the good feeling that comes every single day from being at Salesforce, that we're not just a company that builds product and sells them. We do that very well, as you saw from this quarter, but also we're a company that's doing well by doing good.
Oh, well, Marc, you're 50 years old. You have tremendous values.
Thank you for reminding me, Jim. I appreciate that.
Sorry to do that, but that's all right. Tremendous values. We're going to talk about women being paid less than men and how you changed that. We talked about Indiana and how you yourself stopped that law. We could talk about how you got from $6 to billion and now you're saying $7 billion, or the operating cash flow that is up gigantically. I was shocked to see how much year over year, more than 50%. But the fact is, you just said you wouldn't work for a company like Oracle, and I have to presume that you would not work for a company like Microsoft or IBM. And yet when I saw you, all I heard was that all of these companies were about to make a bid for Salesforce.
Well, Jim, all I'm doing here in Chicago, and you know that, is I'm meeting with our top customers here, and like State Farm or Northern Trust. And Jim, that's all I do every single day, is just work with our customers and give them the good news about the cloud, about social, about mobile, about data science. And look, I read the news just like everybody else, but my goal is just to focus on my customers and make them successful, and that's why we deliver these great results.
Well, don't you find it ironic that in after-hours trading, your stock is traded within $1 of when Oracle, Microsoft, IBM, and SAP were supposed to be buying you?
Well, I'd be a lot more excited when we, announce with you on this show that we're the fastest to 10 billion. Today, I'm saying we're the fastest to 6 billion. For me, that's the past. I'm all about the future, and all I'm focused on right now is my dream, and my dream is to be the fastest software company to $10 billion, and that's what I'm working on every single day.
All right, well, let's talk about what you're doing for customers. There's a guy, Bill McDermott, everybody kind of knows him from SAP. He was saying that you're the most expensive. You give the least balance for the bike. Says prices are about to drop for you. Revenues would be under pressure for you. You have the highest cost per user. And yet I would think the most blue chip account that I could get in Germany would be Coca-Cola Germany. That didn't go to SAP. It went to you. Was that because you're the most overpriced and delivering the least Deutschmark, now euro for the buck?
Well, I'll tell you, Jim, the number one thing I know about SAP is, I guess, the customers that they used to have that we now have, like Coca-Cola, DuPont, ABB, Caterpillar, and so many others. And I don't know, Jim, I didn't see their quarter results. How does our quarter compare to theirs?
You know, I'm like a Gandhi-like fella here. I don't want to just say that you trounced them because that wouldn't be civil disobedience. But yeah,
I didn't hear that. I'm on a tough speaker. Can you say that again?
No, I think you raised good points. How about that? Now, let's talk about Home Depot. Home Depot is a great customer of yours, and I'm always trying to get people to understand exactly what you do. Last night, Craig Benioff, who delivered an amazing quarter, people asked him why. He said, we not only offered spring season product online, but also leveraged digital media channels to highlight local in-store assortments and create footsteps to our stores. In the store, our mobile app helped customers identify product locations with our enhanced product locator. He did not mention per se Salesforce, but that has to be your engine, no?
Well, I was just in Atlanta meeting with the CEO of Home Depot, and they are a great customer of Salesforce, and what an honor it's been working with them. And I'll tell you, Jim, and we've talked about this now on the show maybe, I don't know, half a dozen times, they're the model for retail. Right. The key to being a great retailer today is unifying, simplifying, and then integrating the virtual world and the physical world. And Home Depot has done that. All you have to do is go to the site, community.homedepot.com, and you start to see the magic of how they have increased their store traffic by integrating their employees with their consumers and their contractors in such a smart way. Every retailer needs to pay attention to what's happened at Home Depot, and that's the magic. I mean, you know, we're working also with Burberry, with Louis Vuitton, with so many other great retailers. They all want to connect with their customers in a whole new way. They're building these one-on-one relationships with their customers, and they're leveraging smart, creative ways like communities to do that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Home Depot is not adding a lot of stores. They're adding almost no stores. They're doing it all by getting more out of the customer, which is a Salesforce customer retention and customer relations program. Now, this quarter, you dealt with Indiana. You also said, when I met you last, you talked about going through line by line, each woman trying to see how to get it so that they have equal pay, equal titles, and yet you were still able to do $6 billion in deferred. You were able to double that cash flow, 50% increase in operating cash flow. Do these things not hurt your business? In other words, Indiana did not distract you. The rumors on the takeover not distract you. You still did much better than expected. Women pay, doesn't matter. These things are not negative. They're positive.
Jim, I'm running a company based on stakeholders, not shareholders. And women are a key stakeholder of Salesforce, as are my employees. You know, I want to make sure that we're building a great company, and that's a company built on customers, employees, partners, the environment. Yes, our shareholders are important as well, but we have a lot of stakeholders at Salesforce. This quarter, we serve them all. And yes, we've been busy. We have been righting wrongs in the social environment. We have been fighting for gender equality. We've been fighting for equality for all. But the number one thing we're fighting for is helping our customers make their customers successful, because we're all about helping our customers connect with their customer in a whole new way, in sales and service and marketing, in community and analytics and apps. And all of those businesses performed incredibly well this quarter. That's what I'm really excited about.
Last question. I know you didn't do any of these things for any other reason other than you thought they were right to do. But is it possible that Indiana, is it possible that women and equal pay, is it possible that the 1% that you gave actually helps business, that your company's more profitable because of this?
Look, Jim, companies are only going to do business with us if they trust us. If they trust us that we're always going to do the right thing. That is, we're going to do the right thing for women. We're going to do the right thing for gays in Indiana who are about to be discriminated against by Governor Mike Pence. We're also going to do the right thing for our customers when they have troubles. We're going to also right any wrongs there, too, because our job, Jim, is to make all of these stakeholders successful. How can we on one side say, oh, yeah, we're going to help you, trust us, but on the other side we ignore something that's wrong? That's never going to fly. So, look, we're integrated. We have to provide that unified approach. That's how I look at business. I look at myself as a leader of my company, of my community, and of my industry. And, you know, that's what I'm doing. And that's what I think everyone at Salesforce and our customers want me to do. That's why I'm doing it. I'm an advocate for our employees and customers. That's all there is.
All right, let's leave it. That's a great place to leave it. Congratulations on an amazing quarter. Marc Benioff, founder, chairman, CEO of Salesforce.com. Good to see you, sir.
Great to see you, Jim.
Guys, what can I say? It's up here now on earnings, not on takeover. Stay with Cramer. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.